Can I go now? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Firelink Podcast, episode number 117 for Thursday, July 2nd, 2026. Marty Sleva here, joined by Nick Calandra and Casey Wosu. Producer Eric, not here, on a holiday, on a summer
better be on a
holiday, and
holiday.
I have it, a
He's in
first-hand
chat.
account. He's won 7 because he wants to show people his his winnings. Eric has won a bunch of stuffed animals, so everyone congratulate Eric. Welcome,
Yes,
everyone. We have a
the best
great
prize.
show for you this evening. We are going to talk about a bunch of sad news, and that's pretty much it. And then maybe what we've been playing. Even the good news Nick put down, I feel like is kind of bad news. It's just it's all bummer news. But that's the hellscape we live in, and if we have to think about it, all of you have to think about it. So look at that. Casey,
Those are the
how you
rules.
How you doing?
I'm doing quite well at present. I am off from now until Monday for the holiday weekend from the other job. So I spent today kind of like taking care of me. Like after dropping the kid to camp, I got to go to the gym for the first time in a while. Took like a real long shower, like the kind of shower that like your significant other gets mad at you for.
Water bill.
You're just in,
What
you're
are
just
you
in there
doing
for
in
so
there?
goddamn long.
Yeah.
Like chilling. Like I'm thinking about
Yeah.
life in there.
You ever see that? There was that Seinfeld episode where Kramer like just started living in his shower, and I'm like, that's not a terrible idea. That seems fine. If I could like live a majority of my time in the shower, I feel like that'd be nice.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's just nice to sit
if I
there
didn't
with
have
no other
anything
noise.
else going
Yeah, it's
if I
wonderful.
didn't have anything else going on, I'd go for that record. Like
Yeah.
I'd be one of the contenders for that Guinness World Record.
I want to start streaming from the shower, not in a gross way, guys. Not in a gross way. I think it'd be nice sitting there for a couple hours, get your schwitz on.
Has that
know
been
what?
done before? Would this be like
Steam
a
room
new
streams?
thing?
Well, they did
Steams?
hot tub
Those
streams.
steams. Yeah, hot tub streams definitely was a wave. Are those still
Sure.
around? I should check just
Are
for
hot
science
tubs full?
purposes.
What about
I don't know.
waterbed streams?
Twitch-
Has anyone
Twitch-
ever done waterbed streams?
I don't think Twitch bans you for anything anymore. You can just drive your car while streaming and crash into somebody, and they're like 24-hour ban. You're back. No big deal.
I accidentally showed a little bit of porno on Twitch, and they banned me for 24 hours. It was a little bit of porno, just a little. And we're fine now. And I got 3 months, no porno ban, and I didn't show any porno for 3 months, and now I can show porno again. So
Yeah, back to porno.
back to
It's just like a porno probationary period. Like you have to prove you really want
pornbation.
it.
Pornbation.
You know-
Wait, pornbation sounds like something different.
You know what would be the worst invention?
There's the other word that has bation in it. It's masturbation. That's the other word.
You're cutting out the middleman. Just getting straight to the point.
Think about that. It's B2B right there. Nick, say something so we can stop
Now
talking about this.
Oh,
A lot of people are saying porno, and I have to allow them all to say porno.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
they're
that
not.
check-
They're at
that
least not
tracks.
getting banned for it. I was gonna say the worst.
Nick, how
The
are
worst
you doing
invention.
in your moving process. Oh, sorry.
Well, I was gonna say the worst invention would be like if somebody put like a meter in your shower to show you how much money you're spending as you're showering.
Sure.
At least they put it on the outside of the house.
Yeah.
I think like water doesn't tick up that fast though. So like across one shower, I
It
don't
would
think
still
you'd
bother
see
you.
a
It
ton
would still
moving.
bother you.
I mean, you'd probably be like, I should get out.
Yeah. Well, what if you
That
were
was gonna be in the back
God
of your
damn,
head.
that was a good $5 shower. That sounds nice. Nick, any moving updates in your journeys?
Well, got my after 2 years with my mom's medical stuff that happened 2 years ago. Finally got her moved out and back to Omaha into her own apartment in a nice
Nice.
new assisted living facility where she's making lots of friends already.
Hell yeah.
So this weirdly is the first time since I bought the house that I am living in it alone, and very
You
quickly.
said you had a
You afraid of
roommate
ghosts?
before, right?
I did. I had a roommate that I was helping take care of as well when I moved in. So now that I'm living in the house completely alone, except with my dogs, I'm like, I don't need all this space. I need to move. So
Sure. Yeah.
very quickly felt that.
Or you gotta knock someone up.
it- Fair. I mean, yeah.
Or move to a smaller place. Either one. Either one works.
Listen, I've done everything backwards. I got my dogs, I got the house,
There,
and then I was supposed to knock
there you
somebody
go.
up. But living in the
Yep,
suburbs as a
perfect.
31-year-old single man, very hard to meet people up here.
Oh,
You could just meet other people's wives.
That's true. I could do that.
Think about it. Go to door-to-door salesman, vacuum cleaner salesman. They were just swatting wives away back in the 50s, I think.
I think if I did that, that might result in another video about me on YouTube that I don't want. So
that'd be a fun one, though. I'd watch that one. Like, how many marriages did Nick destroy?
What are the
home wrecker
chances that
Calandra?
what are the chances that the wife you steal's husband is a YouTuber though?
He would become
Like,
a
that's gotta be
YouTuber
like
just.
a million to one.
He would become a YouTuber just to hurt me.
I mean, at this point, I think there's enough kind of YouTuber. Like, there's enough like intrepid YouTubers out there.
All he's gotta do is put his phone up and go on TikTok, and I'm screwed.
Damn.
I go viral real quick. But yeah, the moving process is coming along. I've got a month before I move, exactly a month almost, and I have not started packing yet.
You should do that. Don't wait till the end. If I can give you one piece of advice for your own sanity and for our sanity, because you're going to go insane and it's going to make our jobs harder. So I'm mostly just selfishly saying, start packing this weekend. Get a little bit done. Just keep getting a little bit done.
It's the 4th of July this weekend. I gotta go shoot fireworks at the people. I mean, the sky.
You could do 72 hours. You shoot 72 hours of fireworks. How much fun can you have with fireworks? I'm about 15 minutes and I'm done with fireworks.
I don't buy
think fireworks.
I mean,
I don't.
I guess it depends on how. Like, there's a scale. Like the safer ones are probably not as interesting as like the more dangerous ones.
Sure.
Yeah, if it
Anytime
can't
you
blow
cross
off,
state
it can't blow your
borders, those are
hand
the
off.
good
It's
ones.
not scary enough.
Yeah.
I think Tyrell said it best. Stop working on unpacking and start packing.
True. But
Nice.
I could just play that game though.
That's not how moving works. You can still play the game, but if you are a game after 2028 coming out on PlayStation, there's a chance you won't be able to play it if it's only physical. That was
Nice.
awful.
No, you landed it. You made it. You got there.
Your face turned red while you were doing
the way
it, but it got
Sully
there.
landed it. Like, we didn't die, but that's not how everyone on the plane wanted it to be landed, Sully included.
Like when you almost fall in Tony Hawk and they tell you it's sketchy. And it's like
yeah, like, well,
like
listen,
that.
my ass isn't on the ground. But yeah, part of the big conversation in the gaming space this week has been Sony making the surprise announcement yesterday that they are going to end physical disc production in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. This isn't a report. This is literally a official PlayStation blog post. They cited consumer trends, moving towards far more games being sold digitally than physically. Obviously, there are things like if you're only buying a game digitally through the PlayStation Store, they get all that revenue, as opposed to needing to split some of it with, an Amazon or a Best Buy or whatever other stores may still exist. And this came coupled. This is kind of like a 1-2-3 combo of Sony being like shrug to like preservationists, because this came on the heels of news that 500 movies were being removed from the PlayStation Store, even if you already owned them, due to a licensing deal with Studio Canal. Which these were movies that people literally bought and assumed that they owned, but it turned out with those, because whatever deal between Sony and Studio Canal didn't go through, those are going to be unplayable, and for everything I've seen, there's going to be no refund policy or anything like that. And then also on the heels of another PlayStation blog the same day, Sony talking about how they are getting rid of the PlayStation 3 and Vita online stores, and they said, quote, to ease the transition, players will still be able to download previously purchased content after the closing date for the foreseeable future. So as of that's going to be rolling out through the rest of this year and into next year, those digital stores, which secretly have an incredible library of PS1 and PS2 games that are insanely rare physically and not available anywhere else, that you could buy for like $5 a piece. I bought a shit ton of stuff off those stores for my Vita and my PS3. Whew. All that is to
Is that the
say,
only? Is that the only place you can get them on those stores, or did they kind of up put them up to like? No, so
like
it's just
PS4,
that's crazy.
PS5. No,
Yeah,
no. There was Sony really went all in on like in the PS3 and Vita era, you could digitally buy a ton of like rare Square PS1 RPGs, and even like when I during COVID I bought a used PS3 and bought and downloaded Persona 3 FES for the PS2 because it was available digitally on there and it was never released anywhere else. So yeah, just a shit ton of games that will not be available uh pretty much to purchase through legal means after that. All that
you know
said,
what that means.
uh, Nick, I know you're writing something about it. I think for next week. But Nick, what were your first thoughts on all of this?
Yeah, on the digital movies going away. So yeah, for possibly might have another impact on Monday about this stuff. Apparently that happened before in like 2023 as well, where like
Hmm.
their licensing deal expired and then Sony re-upped
Yep.
it, so they didn't lose anything. So that could happen with this one, but I mean, it's the general prospect of you don't own anything you buy digitally. That really fucking
Anywhere, to be
yeah.
honest.
Our
Yeah,
laws are
and that
so
should
far
be
behind protecting us on that stuff. So
yeah, just because the laws were
Yeah,
created before any of this was a thing.
well, the
Which
laws were
makes it
created
all
before anything was this thing, and then all of our politicians are dinosaurs who have no idea how the internet works.
except for Mitch McConnell. He still has a
Yes.
strong beating heart.
I...
Uh, Casey, any
Dark.
thoughts? Any thoughts on
on
this
Mitch
on this
McConnell,
stuff?
hate him.
Sure. Yeah, he looks like a shitty turtle. He looks like an abs. He looks like a fucking Star Fox villain. Guy can get absolutely fucked. No, any thoughts on the game stuff?
uh, yeah, like this sucks. Honestly, and I've said before, I'm generally very pro digital. Like I do my stuff digitally, and I'm not a collection guy. Like I have boxes of stuff from before because I have them. But like if I could have all of those digitally, and some of them I do have digitally, like that's just where I keep them. And I'm of the mind, and I know this is not a popular opinion, that like art is fleeting a little bit, and like when I die, I'm not gonna care what happens to my stuff. But I know everyone else doesn't feel like that. Like I can see why this is bad news for a lot of reasons. Um, this sounds very harsh. I personally kind of don't care that much.
Listen, I said this.
Like, if I'm just being honest, yeah,
There is a finite amount of care that exists in all of us, and there are so many things burning in the world that we cannot care about everything.
yeah.
I completely get that. I think that is a very normal response. Yes.
Like I know it sucks for folks who are like, I want my thing, and it sucks when people get a thing that they like the movie thing. That's terrible. I'm
Yep.
not sure how many people were still using the PlayStation movie store for like their movie collection. Like maybe they had like maybe one or two things on there that they might have watched already, I would
Hmm.
assume. So even that is like that sucks, but it's also not like the worst thing. Like PlayStation, like most companies will sundown like their digital stores for games after a certain amount of time. The fact that Vita was still available, that was a surprise to me. I thought they would have got rid of that a while
Vita is
ago. So like
life.
that's not a that's literally what it means.
Yeah.
I
So yeah,
just
all
really
of this is bad, but it's expected. Like I
yeah, I'm not
Sony
I'm
won't be
not
the last to do this.
yeah, I'm not as like disturbed over physical media going away. I just do not like that these companies can decide when they take away what you bought. Like
Mhm.
if we update the laws,
Or at the very least,
if
mhm.
we just update the laws to make it so that like you cannot revoke this license without I don't know fair warning or I guess they do warnings. I don't
It-
like the fact that we just
there just needs to be an option, right?
well they just need
Like
to make it clear you're renting the game, you're not buying it.
they're never gonna do that. But they do that because you sign a EULA every time you
Nobody
overstate, and it's
reads that.
probably somewhere exactly. Nobody reads that. I am guilty of immediately scrolling to the
It
bottom.
should be
But what they
it should be the very top line in big letters and not at the very bottom in little letters.
but which thing? Because like this is probably just one of many bad things that's in there that you're
Yeah.
gonna skip through. But I would say as a sign of good faith, at the very least, they should institute some way for you to take it off the thing when it's like, okay, this is going to close down. If you have digital purchases, here's how you collect it and like put it on your own hard drive. At the very least, make a way to do that and then go about, you know, the next stage of whatever your digital stores
Mm,
are.
and
And I think
that's
it'd be more fine than just everything goes away and you have no recourse.
yeah. One of the points I make in the video is like, you know, I think a lot of people that primarily game on PC or, you know, what's a big deal? You know, this is how it's been for a decade plus already with Steam. But there are other ways to preserve things on PC with an eye
Well,
patch
and
involved. But on console, you
and
cannot do that.
not even preserve. There are a million places to buy a game on PC, right? And you can buy things in different digital markets that have to compete with each other. If Sony is getting rid of physical games, that means that they are purely in control of what the price of something is. So if you liked waiting for games until a deep Amazon sale or until a Target buy two get one free or the used game space, which this is also crippling, right? Like if there's no more physical games, there are no secondhand games. There's no lending a game to a friend. There's no, I mean, yes, there are ways to do that with passwords and accounts and shared accounts and all that shit, but um I'm like UKC. I have not bought a new video game or movie in a box in a very long time. I've bought retro stuff. I'll find just kind of because I want to collect it, not even because that's
Mhm.
how I want to play it, because I have other ways that are more convenient for me to play the stuff. But I do like buying. You know, I like building kind of like an old collection like that, and so that's
Yeah.
not the part. You know, there are plenty of people who love just buying physical games, and that fucking sucks for them. But this is such a bigger topic in my mind. Like this is so indicative of just the vehemently anti-consumer behaviors of all of these companies, and maybe backlash is going to make them pull a 180. Like Sony has
Are
changed
we
things
seeing
in the past
backlash?
because of yes. At least the initial
Okay.
backlash from the post has been positive or like overwhelmingly negative, like overwhelmingly like this is a bad move. Um, So it could be a PR win, but also if their plan is that the PS6 doesn't have a disk drive, well,
It's almost,
if
I
that's their
mean,
plan,
that's almost guaranteed now because of the cost of components. I mean, having a disk
yeah,
drive, you know, makes these things so much pricier. That's how they're going to justify it. It's like you don't want to, you don't want to spend $1,200 on a console. Gotta get rid of the disk drive. Sorry, folks.
yeah,
Oh, by the way, you got
yeah,
to
and
spend
it's
$500 on an extra SSD.
yeah. Yeah, Andy Curtis over in the Patreon. Remember, if you're at that $5 tier and above, we solicit your comments and questions. Said this feels like Sony's testing the waters for whether or not the PS6 is fully disc free. They absolutely could backpedal if people kick up enough of a fuss, like the Xbox One always online stuff.
I mean, the
Yeah, I
PS5
mean,
Pro was
do you
already
think the
digital. You had to
PS6?
buy the disk drive for it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. The Series X or Series S didn't have a doesn't have a disk drive, so like they're
Mhm.
practicing. Do you think the PS6 will have a disk drive? Do you think it'll be one of those like the core one doesn't and then has an add-on? Do you
I,
think it just won't?
I don't think it will. I mean, they showed what they showed the graphs on some of those other websites of like how low physical sales are now.
Yeah,
I mean, I bet just having those games in stores like Target, I don't know if Best Buy exists anymore. Walmart. I bet I
it
bet
it does.
I bet just the store shelf space that they have to pay for to put those games up there probably costs more than what they're making. Because those stores charge
yeah.
you a lot.
Well, the other confusing thing, which kind of dips into the Xbox side of this, because if one of them does something stupid, the other one will also pop up and do something. This less stupid, but reports that Xbox is currently testing a disc to digital feature that would digitize physical games in your collection. And this is the thing that I'm very curious about with PlayStation because I would assume the PS6 is going to be backwards compatible, right? It would be weird if it wasn't, but if it's a digital only system, then it would be backwards compatible with an asterisk because it would only be backwards compatible with your digital library. and not with physical games you buy. So what this report stated is that, for a next gen Xbox, Microsoft is looking into technology that would allow people to like ostensibly rip their own games to their hard drives and then be able to play a physical game they own digitally. Again, I don't know exactly how you would, navigate like borrowing a bunch of my friends' games and just ripping those, or renting games from the library and ripping those.
Honestly, I think if they don't offer an option to digitize your physical copies, my gut says they might end up in a lawsuit over that because of how much they have promoted backwards compatibility. And I'm sure there's promotion out there that said backwards compatibility into the future. Buy your discs
with an asterisk. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, and they'll try to weasel their way out of it, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I do think a lawsuit could come from that if they do not offer an option.
I'm a little confused on how this if Sony's looking at their next console as having no disk drive, I'm sure Microsoft would be doing the same. So then this ripping your discs, like, are you ripping it somewhere else? Like, are you
No,
logging
no,
in?
no. The way it works is almost like your cartridge for Switch. Like you put the disc in, you install a game, it comes with a license, and then you can use it like you would have if you purchased it off the Xbox store. So an Xbox Play Anywhere title that you have on a disc, you can now play on your Xbox Series X, your S, your PC.
Yeah, ripping was the wrong term. It would
Yeah.
Okay.
It would mostly be about like activating a license so that your console would then be like, oh, okay, you own this game, thus you can download the game from the store.
You can get the
You
digital.
know,
Okay.
think
Yeah,
of how
that
like you
actually,
buy
yeah, that I like.
or
Yeah.
yeah, think about how you like buy physical movies. You get the digital code with it.
Yeah, that was a thing.
It still
Wait, is
is
that
a
still a
thing.
thing?
It still is a thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the last time I bought a movie, gal. Like several years ago.
Last time I bought a movie
That's
was
how
on HD DVD. Peter
that's how I
Jackson's
make my
King Kong.
that's how I make my money back to keep building my collection as I buy the physical copies and sell the digital copy.
Genius. Incredible.
Nice.
Not just a baseball cap up there that I'm not wearing.
Yeah, Henchman, also in the Patreon, just said, I wonder if there's going to be any pushback from retail markets like Amazon, Target, etc. I would be curious, like, gaming sections are way smaller than they were when we were kids. Like, when we were kids, like, the gaming section at Best Buy or Target or Walmart or Toys R Us or anything were fucking huge. Well,
Best Buy doesn't even sell physical movies anymore.
So yeah, that's the thing is like I am wondering if ultimately they're just like, well, we'll just load it with $50, $100 credits, and people will be like, oh, well, still you can gift people the card that gives you 100 V-Bucks or whatever.
Robux cards and
Yeah. I mean, I think that is the other thing. I have to imagine, like, does your kid Casey does he give a shit about physical media at all?
Because my child is my child, I've done most of the digital stuff.
Sure.
It's like we'll game share stuff. Like every
Yeah.
game that I have on my Xbox or every game that I have on my Switch account, he's able to game share with it. This only became an issue after Nintendo changed their stuff for Switch 2, and I had to like run out and find him a copy of like Smash Bros.
Mhm.
But honestly, his like cousins and like other kids that are around us who have gaming systems, they tend to have physical media. And I'm wondering if that's because their parents are a little less savvy and like they remember that video games came with cartridges and they're going with the kid friendly thing, which is usually a Switch. And so you can go in the store, you'll see the boxes in the store that you just buy games that way. I don't think they do a lot of just digital store downloading, period. And that's like the main hang up. So if this does become the norm, um, I mean, it'll take some time, but I think the adults in the room will catch up and they won't care that much. Like that's just how they'll get their kids the stuff that they want, because they're not going to like used game stores. They're not going into GameStop and buying the used stuff. They're just buying the games and giving the kids like the case with like all the carts in it, whatever. Like I've seen the little cousins with carry around the little the little carts.
Sure.
It's only my kid who has all his games on his Switch as a digital library.
Yeah.
None of my friends have physical collections anymore. None of them.
Yeah. It's
and if they do, now
yeah,
it's vinyl because it's a retro collectible item.
Sure, vinyl. Yeah, it's
Vinyl,
yeah. Well, and that's the thing is like this will still. I feel like we're still gonna get kind of boutique. I assume there'll still be, places like I Am 8-Bit or Lost in Cult or any of these kind of more boutique limited run games, these boutique publishers.
They're gonna
But I
if
just
they're
feel
gonna
like more and
lose.
more physical is gonna become like an expensive collector's item,
I was gonna
uh,
say
as
they're not
opposed
gonna be able
to
to charge what they charge for what they have because they're not even giving you the game anymore.
yeah.
I don't know if it's worth it for them.
Yeah, yeah. I saw Billy Basso, the solo dev behind Animal Well, posted like it. One of the reasons I made Animal Well, one of the reasons I make games is because I want to see them what they look like physically. And if PlayStation's not going to have physical games going forward, like that kind of makes me rethink my next game on
Mm.
PlayStation. So yeah, I mean that's and then again that's like it's I don't know. I do feel like there is going to be a loud enough backlash to where I have to imagine Sony's going to have a meeting about like, do we stick with this? I don't know if they're going to actually uh, change, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean uh, we the people who are probably going to be the people who are doing the backlashing, the people who are going to be the most vocal and outspoken about how bad this is, are probably the hardest of the hardcore, right?
Mhm.
The general consumer is maybe not paying that much of attention, or if they find it as an inconvenience, they kind of get over it. It was like, oh well, that sucks. But then when they get their copy of GTA or NBA 2K or Madden or whatever, they'll just go in the store and get it that way.
They
And
just
like
gotta
they'll
make
do whatever research necessary if they didn't know how to do that in the first place.
they just
So
gotta
like
make
I don't
physical
know that
copies
Sony will be
exciting
as
again.
bothered as it seems.
They should have never stopped midnight releases. And that's when physical copies are actually
Wait, why
exciting.
not?
Because that's when physical copies were exciting for people to go out and kind of make an event out of it. Now it's just, oh, I downloaded it, I'm ready to play.
Yeah, but that's because there was
I
no
don't
way
know.
to
I kind of
download
like
it.
that better.
You can download
Yeah, I kind of like that better.
Fair.
I mean, I don't
Like they,
think,
they should
yeah.
still do game related gatherings. Like it doesn't have to be
Oh, yeah.
around the release of the product. It could be like,
Which they
oh,
still
we're
do
hosting a
midnight releases in
tournament
big cities, right?
Do they?
Like San Francisco absolutely kept doing, I mean, maybe
for a
it's like,
physical thing.
yeah. But yeah,
I'm
if there's no digital thing, yeah, there's not going to be a physical or there's not going to be a store to go to for a midnight release of
Like
Uncharted 5 or
false. Now
whatever.
you're just
when
gonna get a
GameStop
code.
when GameStop first got its new CEO and they were talking about how they were gonna like revamp the stores and make them sort of like gaming and hobbyist hubs. I thought what their plan was is to basically build community around games at those locations. Like they'd be physical locations where you could go meet people and hang out at the spot. And then that whole atmosphere, it would be like a gaming related sort of club or speakeasy or something like that. That's not what they did. They just filled it with like tchotchkes
Crypto.
and like yeah, and like collect like physical collectible like big ass One Piece figurines and stuff like that. But like nothing else changed. Like they're still just selling you stuff.
Yeah.
And like that's not gonna work because the whole
Yeah.
thing is digital is taking over.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
sucks. And the thing is, it's like one of a million things in video games that sucks, and video games are one of the million things in life that, that currently sucks, which makes all of it exhausting. Laboratory Maniac, also in the Patreons, talking about the Xbox thing, said Xbox's disc to digital program they're testing could be a great clapback to this if they just continue to offer disc support through the next gen hardware. Not having to swap discs could give physical media a lot of the convenience that digital affords, and staying in the physical market while a major competitor pulls out would be a great move for a great PR move, which Xbox badly needs right now. I
Oh,
can't imagine. I would
but
love this to be great. I can't imagine it going well.
Xbox will also. Boy, I can't believe I'm going to say it. Needs games to be able to make that system work.
They do. And it turns out
They're closing all their
possibly
studios.
shuttering or trying to sell a lot of your more interesting studios probably isn't the way to do that, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Alpha Aquali, thank you so much, in the Patreon said there was the news that Stop Killing Games movement was unsuccessful. Xbox leaning toward the digitalization of discs, not bad in itself, but pointing towards the digital lists or the physical lists console future. PlayStation killing physical games media, and GTA 6 not having a disc probably to maximize on sales and make sure that they get that money instead of secondhand game transfers. And it's all terrible for the legacy of the current gaming era. That is another thing. This generation is going to be looked at as a fucking dud. I think when people look back on this generation, they're going to think about COVID and they're going to think about all of this bullshit. And like people
And they
will
should.
remember Elden Ring and Baldur's Gate 3 and Astrobot and shit like that and Silk Song. But when you think of like the vibes of this generation, they're going to be rancid. They're going to be absolutely rancid.
Yeah. I
It's true.
personally, I think I don't like. I'm not taking that cynical of a look at GTA 6. I just think that game is so big, you'd have to buy like 3 discs for it.
I don't think like I can't imagine what is the game going to be like 200 gigs? Like
I
Probably.
who knows? GTA 5 when it came out on PS3 360 was multiple discs.
Was it?
yeah,
I
were
don't
those really
remember that.
was those like baby discs?
No, I'm pretty sure it was on
What do
multiple
you, what do you
discs.
mean when you say baby discs?
Baby discs. Games aren't baby discs anymore. You don't know the games come on big boy discs now. I haven't bought a game since PS3 era.
The only baby discs I remember are the GameCube ones.
Yeah, we gotta stop saying baby
Yeah, those
discs.
are
We are dangerously close to saying something that I don't want us to say. But yeah, the GameCube did famously have baby discs. Yeah,
Yeah.
up the
did.
wazoo. Yeah, real dangerous place to go. Any last thoughts on this before we move over to some super chats and some other stories?
You know, like I think they could undo the backlash if they're like, hey, we're bringing forward our PS3, our PS2, and PS1 catalogs to digital, and you can access it all through PS Plus. May not have physical copies anymore, but you can access your old games. Great.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you counteract it.
Yeah.
Dangle the nostalgia in people's face.
They had the opportunity to do that when they first started competing with Game Pass, and they specifically chose to just do a worse version of that. Like they were like, we don't want to give people access.
Let me put hope out in the world. I want my infamous fucking collection, Casey. Leave me alone.
You know what's funny? Astrobot as a celebration of PlayStation's past is starting to slowly turn into like that
cynical
Johnny Cash video for Hurt, when he's like looking back on his life and his empire of dirt and is like, well, I'm gonna die alone now. That's kind of what Astrobot feels like now, which is sweet.
Look at this. Don't you like it?
Shut down
You
the studio.
can't have
It doesn't
it.
matter. Yeah. Let's go over some super chats quick. RIP Gargling, thank you so much. A bunch in a row. I'll go through a few. I'll group a few of these up. I recently upgraded to a PS5 Pro and got a disc drive for it. Luckily, I didn't open the ladder, so I could refund it. Also, with the PSP, Vita, and PS3 stores being delisted soon, any recommendations? I should check any free DLC my games have as well. On the bright side, only the store is closing. Online will still work. Yeah, I'll put together. I'll put together a little list of. Let me go through, because I put together a similar list for people when the DS eShops were closing.
Sign up to the Patreon to get that.
Like,
don't give Sony your money. Give us your money.
Me sign up to the Patreon to do it?
No. You make it in Patreon. People sign up to get it.
Okay, I thought you were telling me I need to sign up to the Patreon to make that list. I was like,
Well,
I can't. Be
maybe
true.
you do now.
I can't possibly.
The world
be
sucks,
true.
Marty. Sign up to the Patreon, give us your money, and then take it back.
That is true.
This is just
then
we're
gargling with
licensing your
another
column,
pair.
and we can take it away and give
I
it
said
back whenever we
gargling
want.
with another pair, and you trampled all over it. Y'all could have had gargling with another pair. I gave it to you guys. I didn't even realize it. It's Christmas over here.
Now
Stopped
we'll never
raining,
get
which
it.
is nice. Now we'll never gargle with another pair. And Nick, hurry. We have a little time left for Star Trek Vagabond's physical release. Jokes aside, if Yachts releases on GOG, I will 100% put the installer in a custom jewel case, maybe his older games too. And then also, small rant, I'm starting to do my side gig doing deliveries in about 30 minutes, and it is 5 degrees Celsius outside, which is why I'm doing all my donos now. Hot take. Any hot takes to warm me up? Don't worry, I listen with headphones. Okay, it's cold. 5 degrees Celsius, I think, is cold.
That's cold. Okay, because
it is
baking out
balls
here.
hot in the fucking
Yeah.
all of the United States right now. So I'm mostly angry at you that it's cool.
Yeah,
A little bit
the
of
hot take.
but that sounds too cool. I don't know if we like. I think they're just on the opposite side of this.
5C.
Like it was 110 and
It's
or
41
something and like that.
degrees. That's 41 degrees.
That's 41 degrees. That's fine.
I want to
That's
go there.
that.
fine.
Uh,
That's fine. I mean, unless maybe there it's like, oh no, this is actually like hell.
to their point on Star
It's like
Trek
dry
Vagabond,
cold.
I got yelled at in the comments just like last week, I think, for bugs on the Star Trek Vagabond PS5 version, and I tried to explain to them that us and Second Wind have nothing to do with that. That is the third-party developer that Yahtzee used to port it to the PS5. They didn't like that answer, so I'm gonna give you the same answer too. I can't do anything about physical ports. I'm sorry. Go yell at Yahtzee.
Yeah. There you go.
I could do a lot of
Buy
things.
Star Trek Vagabond.
Can't do that.
Bug free, Nick Calandra. El Rampa, thank you so much for the $10 dono. Owning your own media is something I've been passionate about for a long time. I jailbreak all my devices. I make backups of everything. It's horrific to see this. At least PC isn't a locked platform. That is true. Well done, PC. You did something right, finally. It's been a long time, but finally you did something good. And then Sovereign with 50 euros. Thank you so much, Sovereign. I just want to shout out KC on his performance in the most recent episode of Venturous Nigh. That was some impressive role playing there. To think that we could have lost out on all that great characterization had he died from tackling that giant crab off a bridge back in season 2.
Thank you so much. There's still time.
A blink arrow? Is that how you survived that?
Yes,
The crab on the bridge?
Yes, it was teamwork and luck.
And the bridge being very high up, apparently, that you could fall for a very long time.
Yeah, you did have a lot of time to find that.
There was a ton of time.
Yeah,
Ton of time to fall.
even in D&D time, quite a bit. And that's true. You didn't have any wings back then, or you'd forgotten about your wings. I think you didn't have any wings.
No, wings were not an option.
I'm sure you had several other items that probably could have helped.
I've been trying to kill my character pretty much every season.
I want to be out of this show. Let me die.
Yeah. Listen,
No,
A for effort.
I think it'd be dramatic for the story.
I'm just saying, A for effort. Being like, at first, if you don't succeed, let's just keep on trying. And El Rampa followed up with a $2 dono. Thank you so much. The news that Helix has no disk drive is fucked. Is that official?
Not official.
That's the first time I've heard that.
No, it's not official yet. It's just been reported, by insiders.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, same.
There you go. Shinzu Akachi, thank you so much with a £5 dono. It is funny streaming with Jack before this because Shinzu leaves a lot of comments in the Fallout streams, and Jack, real tough time saying Shinzu every time. And like he could just say Shinzu. That's like two syllables. That's relatively easy.
He also can't say Jeff. He says Geoff.
He says Geoff. You also pronounced it vanilla earlier, so
shut the fuck up.
I also pronounce a lot of. I tried to say, how do you say the word bona fides? Do you pronounce it bona fides? Because I recorded some VO today, and I pronounced it bona fides because I think that's the official pronunciation. And then I listened to like a Latin AI pronounce it, and it was not right. I did not re-record it though. So we're gonna get a video next week where I say bona fides.
That's insane.
How do you say it? Is it bona fide?
Bona fide.
Bona fide.
Yeah, idiot.
I think it's Latin. I think I'm speaking real English.
Is it Latin?
Knuckle draggers. I don't know.
I remember the one that chat really got me for back on the Escapist was when I used to say bite it instead of bidet.
No, yeah, that's a crime. That's pretty criminal.
Yeah. I think we'd all agree it's bona fides. Shinzu. See, bona fides. Killmeister just might have just written out what I was saying. I got excited because I thought that was the correct way to say it, and now I'm sad. Shinzu, thank you so much for the dono. Hey, Casey, are you okay? I hear you have a weird dream where you became a pint-sized slasher. Casey, you became a pint-sized slasher inside of a Matrix-like simulation today.
Casey, you're in our audience.
Did you ever do that mission?
Yeah. That
mission was wild. We did it the good way, like without killing people. We got good karma. We found out there was like a secret way to like play play a series of notes and you can leave the thing without committing those crimes. But then we reloaded a save
Ah,
to do some of the crimes, and it was wild. We broke up a marriage by like planting evidence. We blew up a woman by
oh
putting
damn.
gas in her oven, and then child Casey murdered everyone with a knife.
That
But it was in a
that doesn't
simulation,
sound
and it
like
wasn't
that
real.
doesn't sound like
Reloaded.
Child Casey to me.
That doesn't sound like Child Casey at all. But you're doing great. You have a party now. You got a ghoul named Charon, Charon,
like the
the
death
boatman.
fairy.
Yeah, like the boatman. Charon?
Okay,
Is it? Is that how you
sure.
say his name? Charon?
I
And
think
then we got a
it
think it's
goes
Sharon.
multiple ways. It's like yeah,
Sharon.
Sharon, Charon,
Yeah.
something in that
This is,
Bite it.
area.
this is a real bona fide situation. Nosk, thank you so much for the no. Nick, your beard looks nice. Save physical media.
They get a haircut yesterday. It was very long. My beard was much too long. She asked
And he
me.
went in person to get a physical haircut. Didn't
It's
get
true.
a digital haircut.
If you had the option, you would do that.
I would 100%. I hate talking to the people who cut my hair. I fucking
I-
hate it.
I also went to the barber today and walked in on the barber and the patron having a full blown argument because and this is the guy who's
I was about to say something else.
my hair.
So you walked
Uh-oh.
He's
in.
telling him my hairline is like crooked, like you made it not straight. Like this isn't straight. And the barber's arguing with him like, no, it is straight. You keep turning your head every time you look in the mirror. How you gonna tell me I'm the barber? And like they're just going back and forth to the point where he's like, all right, the hairline's not straight. Like I'm not gonna fix it because that would basically be like my Hippocratic oath. Like I'm not gonna fuck your hairline up
do no
because
harm.
you can't see the thing. But if you don't like it, then you can have a free haircut. Go ahead. And he was like, oh no, I'm sorry. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'll pay you. No, don't be like that. So now they were arguing over whether he was gonna pay or if the haircut was free.
I like the guy like wanted to argue but didn't want to push it too far. And I was like, shit, I pushed it too
Right.
far, didn't I?
He pushed it too far. He hurt his barber's feelings.
Could you? Was it straight?
I
Could
didn't.
you tell?
I
Or were
didn't.
you a little far away?
I didn't want to look because I didn't want to get pulled in where he says, "Hey, is this straight?"
I mean,
didn't
you
want to be-
should have stomped your foot and said, "Y'all, like, I will be the arbiter." Although, if you speak against the guy who's cutting the hair, then
Yeah, he's about to cut my
Yeah,
hair.
you ain't
Like,
getting
I
your
don't wanna
haircut.
be a part of it.
he's gonna. Ooh, I got your ear. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that.
Like, because he genuinely hurt his feelings, I guess, when he said, "This ain't straight."
Yeah, yeah. I
He's
mean,
like,
you
what?
got one job.
That's where I go. They're like,
Oh,
you
that's
you talk shit. Don't forget, I'm the one with the switchblade in my hand. It's like,
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, shit, sorry about that. Yeah. So in conclusion, nice haircut.
Don't argue with the barber. They got blades all over the place.
Sure. Don't argue with someone in a kitchen either. They're gonna spit on your food. Anyone.
Have you watched
Honestly,
any
just
movies
nice to
recently?
people.
Yeah.
Think about it.
that the
SP
film
Rocks. Thank you so much. $5 dono. Today's been pretty shitty so far, so here's a small dono for being there to cheer me up a little. Thank you so much, SP Rocks.
Thank you. It's
Nice.
very, very kind.
Do you think that 1408? That was the John Cusack movie about a haunted hotel room. Sam Jackson. That was the last in their name. It was the name, and then the last number was 1408. Y'all ever see 1408? Stephen King.
So,
Haunted hotel room. John Cusack goes to stay in the room. Sam Jackson is like the proprietor of the hotel. It's mostly John Cusack just having a fit inside a haunted hotel room all night.
I feel like I did see this. But
I think I saw the
don't
Stephen King
remember
movie that
much.
is 1912. And that one on Netflix.
1912 is not a Stephen King movie. He's
Oh.
got a movie that is a long date, and it's about James Franco going back in time to stop the Kennedy assassination. He does 1912. I'm wrong. There is a movie that is a date with Stephen King. Not a date with StephenKing. Although I'd like to see a movie that's about a date with Stephen King.
Is 1912 the one where she gets tied to the bed?
No.
That's-
That's a different one. That's a Mike Flanagan one.
Is it?
Yeah, that was I believe that was Mike Flanagan's first. Yeah, 1912 was Tom Jane, the Punisher. The Mike Flanagan movie was
Dr. Sleep?
Oh, it's 1922.
Gerald's Game.
Gerald's Game.
Gerald's
That was
Game.
Gerald.
Gerald.
Gerald
I'm
likes
not
to
even
tie
sure if
people
any
to
of
the bed and
characters
just
are
leave the
named
room.
Oh no, Gerald is the husband. So it's like a husband and wife. They're a little bit older. Marriage is kind of losing it. And so they go to this cabin in the woods and they're like, well, let's try to spice up our relationship, maybe introduce some like role play. They get out these handcuffs the wife to the bed, throws the key away and everything. Husband has a heart attack and fucking dies. This is 10 minutes in the movie, so it's not a spoiler. She's in a cabin a million miles from anyone, fucking locked to the bed. What is she going to do? That's what the movie is.
Wow.
Yeah. It's incredible.
This is a Stephen King thing? Or no, this is just
This was a Stephen King. Yeah, this was based on a Stephen King, I think, novella and written and directed by Mike Flanagan.
I just thought of an idea.
Adapting Stephen King.
I just thought of an idea for the next horror movie. Person stuck on toilet without toilet paper out in the woods.
Why is the toilet in the woods? Although
I would that's the scary part. In the woods. That's the scary part. It's like, why is there? And someone sat on it. Like, what are you?
I was thinking,
got leaves all around.
Listen, I was thinking a cabin.
You got nature's toilet paper.
I was thinking a cabin.
Okay, if you're in a cabin, yeah.
They'll call it Cabin in the Woods.
That's already a film. We can't do that. That's a whole different movie. What if you got like a thing? You're like, I can't go number 2 unless I'm in the woods. I can't do it in the bathroom. I can't sit on porcelain. Sussy Guru, thank you so much for the €5 dono. The same week they stole 500 movies from people that bought them. They're gonna do it with games too, just a matter of time. It is gonna be curious if like, is there a possibility like there are multiple Microsoft games on PlayStation, correct?
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. Is there a possibility of like at some point things become so bad between these companies that they're like, we revoke your ability to have a license to our game? And so people that are like, well, I guess I can't play Minecraft Dungeons on PS5 anymore.
Does that hurt Sony if they did that? Like,
no, that's just bad. Like... That's just two parents arguing and the kids being the one affected. Also infected by it. Hurt people.
That would be nuts.
Yeah.
But
who would you be mad at?
As bad as that is, I would kind of want to see how what a petty back and forth between big video game companies would look like.
Yeah.
Like what kind of tit for tat would
be careful
if they got that petty.
Be careful. We'll have to bring back that picture that everybody used to use in the media of the E3 hallway with PlayStation on one side and Xbox on the other.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But then you started to use that one picture of like those two people flirting that had the different jackets on.
Oh,
that was
okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Remember the flirting one?
I do.
Yeah. Nick Noel, thank you so much for the $5 dono. Casey, I'm with you. Currently enjoying the podcast and a nice glass of bourbon from the bathtub. Nick Noel's becoming a shower streamer.
Congrats. No, it's the bathtub.
You're living the dream. Tub, shower.
No,
6 of one, half a dozen of another.
No.
I mean, no, they're not the same.
You just soak in your own filth in
but
the
they're
bathtub.
Not the same.
You...
Okay, you're not soaking in your own... Also, you don't go in a tub to get clean. You go in a tub to relax.
Yeah, tub is for like exfoliation or whatever.
Yeah. Zoning out a little bit.
Put the salts in.
Yeah.
This like music playing.
Yeah. Take an Ambien, drink a little wine, try not to drown.
do a stream.
Do a stream. It's great. El Rampa, thank you so much for another $5 dono. The issue is less. It has to be physical, but rather us having the means to make it physically ourselves.
I already did that.
You made your own cases and stuff, right?
I did.
Yeah.
There's no discs on these cases. There's just
that's the thing. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to play the game.
I was ahead of the curve here.
Mm-hmm.
I knew
because you still don't have the thing. You just made a box.
Yeah, but I own it digitally. They can't take that away from me.
That's literally what we're talking about them taking. Did I miss something?
Yeah, well, you know what? I have a physical copy with nothing in it, so I win.
There's like 3 steps in this plan, and like you've just ignored the second step.
They can't take my memories away, Casey. The box has my memories in it.
In a box.
There is one. I'm not even going to say positive to this. I would never admit this, but if suddenly they were just like, none of this whole side of your interests is playable or consumable anymore, part of me would be like, thank Christ, I could take that off a list and focus on the other 9 million things I need to do. Like if you could be like, there's everything that's ever existed in Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus history is gone, I'd be like, thank fuck, I could finally get to that Amazon queue. Like, that Amazon queue is so long. Like I got so many things I need to get to. So
Marty's life would immediately be much more productive if he couldn't go back and replay old games. His closet would be fixed.
100% thinks how nice it would be.
He'd be a hunk.
If my house burned down and I just lost everything and just got to restart. Like that'd be
the
nice.
Plot of Fight Club.
Or it's like when you get like a really bad sunburn and it sucks, and then your skin peels, and then you're like, but the baby skin underneath.
I'm a new me.
Looks nice. I'm a new me, like a lizard. Thank you so much, El Rampa. Crypto Cody with a $5 dono, spelled crypto with a K, so the dog from Superman, not like cryptocurrency. Just wanted to nip that in the bud. It also gives too much power to Sony as they become less competitive and retain full control of your buying power. Yep. Like we were saying, like, all roads will lead through them for your purchase. So better for them, worse for us. King Dad with a $5 dono. Thank you so much. You think there would be any EU legal pushback if PlayStation doesn't already have any alternative markets for games similar to the Apple/Epic fight?
We can't even arrest pedophiles. What do you think? Physical media is
the EU is slightly better than the US, but it doesn't feel like it's by that much at this point. One thing I do genuinely hope is that as this old guard of ghouls on all sides, I'm just going to say old ghouls, as they die out, and at least a younger crop of politicians who grew up on technology or have a passing understanding of it start making the laws. I do think a lot of these things will, fingers crossed, be better represented. Obviously you still are going to have greed as a part of it. So
once Gen Z gets into office, we will never have physical stuff again. They're only digital. The millennials are fucked. We're all fucked.
Well, that's the thing. When Gen Z is of age, everything will be run by crusty old millennials, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
we'll be able to impose our will on them for however long we last.
you think things are stupid now? Wait till we get the TikTokers in office.
Yeah, seriously. Jesus.
We're just fucked.
Yeah. King Dad, thank you so much for a $5 dono. I just read that one. Thank you, King Dad. Blistered Soul with a £2 dono. Corpo Dystopia, time to dress like cyberpunks. Listen, if we can dress like those Edge Runners in season 2, I'll absolutely dress like that.
I want to wear trench coats every day, especially when it's 100 degrees out.
Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't that
People
long
are
ago.
going to think you're a school shooter. Nick, you can't do that.
It wasn't that long ago I was talking about the light up sneakers. I know we had LA Gears back in the day, but I mean like the solid, like yes, like give me the shoes and like the pants that just have lights on them.
I want to see you in a trench coat with light up shoes.
Yeah,
I wouldn't wear the trench coat. I think just having like clothes with lights on them is enough. Like just an outline of just.
You ever heard of a rain?
Yeah. I do agree. We were promised a bill of goods that were never delivered of what the future would be. It would be at least when the dystopia
Where's
comes,
our flying
things
cars?
will look cool. Nothing looks cool.
Yeah, we don't even get the fucking flying cars.
The EVs are close. Like the EVs, they look kind of futuristic. I'm a big fan of that. They're still on the ground though.
Oh yeah, the Cybertruck.
I did not realize you were talking about electric vehicles. I thought you were talking about the Pokemon, and I was like, they got real EVs. How did I miss this? I gotta stop playing Fallout in the afternoon.
What's the website? Where do I sign up?
I missed the EVs. I would be so allergic to them. It'd be such a bummer. If news broke that Pokemon were real, it would be so sad. Because like every one of my friends would get a Pokemon and I couldn't. I'd have to get like
what do you think a hypoallergenic EV would look like?
Like shaved, like a hairless cat.
Like a hairless EV.
Oh God.
If Pokemon were real, Peter would be making a killing.
This is true. Yeah. Perfect. Ayupi, thank you so much, re-upping in the Green Gang. Will Nintendo be the last stop for physical? It is funny how, despite them, again, like the whole key card cartridge thing, whatever the fuck that's the term for it is a massive pain in the ass. There are some games that just straight up when you buy the physical copy, you're just buying the license. But in the grand scheme of things, it's still better off than completely getting rid of it. So Nintendo somehow backs into first place. I don't know how that happened. Like they tripped right into it. So good on them.
For now.
100% for now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but they are the weird enough company to where they might be like, you know what, for our next console, we're going back to all physical. Like, okay,
We're going back to discs.
yeah, we're bringing back those little small baby DVDs.
We're going back to CD-ROM.
Yeah, what if someone just made a better, like a new one, but a better one? Like, why don't we do that? Like, just take what we know now and then like make something old, but like the best version that it could be today. Like we have Blu-ray still, but like what is like does it make like an infinite disc?
It's
oh no, I said why aren't people making bespoke CRT TVs? I feel like there is a genuine market for those TVs from people, not only in games for like retro gamers, but also like there's a massive VHS boom. I don't know if you like at like used stores and like with like younger people in their like 20s and stuff. I have nephews who like fucking collect VHSs because to them it's like vinyl. It's like a cool thing to put on your shelf and your fucking cinder block crates
That's
and everything.
So weird.
Everything old is new again.
Yeah, but VHS is 100% like what vinyl was to us.
How expensive are VHS tapes?
Cheap as hell at used places. You go to like a good
one. They're buying
cents.
They're buying them used.
They're buying them used. Yeah, but if they could get a cheap, if a place, not even cheap, a place was like making bespoke in the same way that like record players came back, right? And companies made like bespoke modern record players, like bespoke modern CRTs. I think it'd be cool.
All right, so we just gotta wait 20 years, and then we will get physical games back.
See, it's all cyclical. Everyone just go to bed for like 20 years and everything will be fine.
When we're in our 50s and 60s, we'll be back collecting video games. We just gotta wait. We gotta bide our time.
Yeah. God. We got to bidet our time. Resident Chuni, thank you so much for the $5 dono. About to head out to pawn my PS5 to make ends meet while unhappy about having to do this. At least Sony's stance on media makes it sting a little less. I'm sorry to hear that, Resident Chuni.
I'm sorry. Yeah, also, were you sending a super chat then?
Well, it's a little bit of that's not pawn money. That comes from other money. That comes from support money. You could tax write-off. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you have like a PC, I don't know. I'd be hard pressed if someone was like, "I'm a PC gamer. Should I get a PS5?" I'd be like, "I don't know. I don't think they haven't sold me on it yet."
That's what I wrote in my piece.
Keep going up.
That's what I wrote in my piece. Is like I was scoffing at that Steam Machine price a week ago, and then Sony and Microsoft were like, "We're going all digital," and I'm like, well, if that's gonna be the case, then Steam Machine sounds a bit better because I could just get the Steam store.
Yeah.
And that's a machine that I can upgrade rather easily.
Yeah.
Steam Machine just had to. They just had to let Sony and Microsoft keep stepping on the rakes, and people will choose Steam Machine over that.
Yeah. Shida was not a fan of the Steam Machine.
I was so surprised to see that post.
1080p, and he said this is like we're back in the PS3 generation.
I thought that post was a parody post this morning. I've never seen him do something like that.
Did he spaz on it for real?
No, he just bought one. He tried it out, and he gave a bunch of pluses and some minuses. Those are some minuses. He had some pluses, though.
I forget he doesn't work at Sony anymore, so he could just, he could say what he wants.
I think he said it was only 1080p. I feel like, I don't know if that's true or not.
He said, I think the dashboard's in 1080.
Oh.
Yeah, it runs.
When I was a thing as well, I's and P's.
What?
Like 1080i. Remember that was a thing?
Oh,
is it 780i or 780p? And
like, yeah, interlaced or.
I mean, we still have that. We have.
You want to know a secret? I still don't know what that means.
We still
I don't
have
know what
that.
the P means.
It's QHD. It's UHD. We have.
What does
LED?
The P mean? The I means
OLED.
Pixels.
Interlaced. Oh, pixels. Gotcha.
Interlaced.
Oh, progressive. Or progressive. We had woke TVs.
I was way off. I thought it was pixels. Could have been pixels. Caden, thank you so much for the dono. Late to the party, but grats on 100 episodes of Firelink. Here's to Nintendo winning again. Congrats, Miyamoto. You did it.
Only 17 weeks late.
I appreciate that. To be fair, we were like 3 or 4 weeks late. So
That's fair. Well, yeah,
Every time we do an episode in the hundreds, it is a hundreds episode. So
it's true.
feel free to donate and thank us for 100 episodes every
there's
week.
no
if you
way
want.
for me to say anything against that. It's just pure truth.
Boy, this is
Crypto
episode
Cody.
117. You know what that means.
This is 117. Yes.
Master Chief.
And there's not a Halo in
Why?
sight.
Eric's not here to make me look like Master
What are you talking
Chief.
about? There's a remake. Did you see they're adding like a machinima mode to the new Halo
I did.
remake?
That means Red
That's
versus
neat.
Blue is going to come back.
Oh.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, you can like free cam
No, it had its
and
time.
have no guns being held, so you can kind of.
Oh, it's been like 20 years. It's time for it to come
Puppetry
back.
guys. That's nuts that's a now thing and not like was this the first time they've done this? Yeah, like
I
Red
don't know,
versus Blue
yeah.
was a phenomenon.
You know what?
when I was
I've
in
never
college.
seen a second of it.
Really?
Never seen a
What?
second.
It's really
You've never
good.
seen Sarge?
Yeah. I've never seen Sarge.
Oh.
It's really good. It's really funny. It's genuinely funny.
The early seasons are very funny.
Uh,
They got too weird with it later.
They started telling an actual story, which I
Yeah.
liked.
Oh.
It was
like
it was-
characters.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they had characters, they had a setup, and it was all like goofs and jokes for the most part. And I think that's why it blew up. At some point, they learned how to tell stories, and they used those characters to start telling stories. And I think folks was like,
This isn't as funny.
Yeah,
anymore.
what?
Wait a minute. This
You're
guy
like,
sounds
what
like
is this?
Adventures Nigh.
We have
You guys started as
Sarge.
goofs, and then you started to use the characters to tell an actual story.
I just remember Caboose being a complete idiot.
Yeah.
Is did that stuff ever like did Bungie or I guess Halo Studios or whatever 343 afterwards ever like make any of that stuff canon like cheekily? Like did they ever like bring it?
They
There's no like
absolutely
Easter eggs.
acknowledged it.
They,
Yes,
they
there's
never owned
absolutely
it though.
Easter eggs and stuff. Yeah, it was a separate thing, but they were always like very supportive of it. Like I want to say the Rooster Teeth team were given like
Oh yeah, that was Rooster
particular
Teeth.
like tools and access and stuff to keep making their stuff like as time went on, which is why I'm surprised that it's only now that the ability to do this is being integrated into the game in that way. Like it was kind of like
And it's
folks have
it's a
been
cool thing, but
into
it's
this
also
for a long time.
selfishly for them free marketing by anyone who gets really into it. And like if that blows up, that's easy marketing for your game. Like
Yeah, so do
So-
it as soon as you realize that it's that. Like it's weird that it took them this
Yeah.
long to do it.
Let's do
Yeah.
the next Adventures 9 Halo.
God. Honestly, it'd be probably save on animation if we could just be like,
Save
all right,
on
instead of animating him jumping, you just jump. I pitched Jack on the next season of Adventures Nigh being instead of animated. When we cut to our characters, we use one of our VTubers from the Star Fox. So it's just like one character is just Peppy, and one character is Slippy. And I was like, that's easy. No editing needed. Look at that. Crank out
someone's gonna
episodes
steal
every
that
day
idea.
now.
You
Nightmare-
should have said that out loud.
nightmare
Someone's gonna steal that idea.
Nightmare.
Crypto Cody, thank you so much. And also now Sony's dynamic pricing seems sketchier. Yeah, I think they've done
Sony's
dynamic
doing
pricing
dynamic
based
pricing?
on. I think they've done based on like where you log in from. Like, it is possible that a game served to me is cheaper than a game served to you, or vice versa.
That
And I feel like
hate that so
Amazon
much.
has done that forever. I feel like I absolutely think Amazon has that dynamic pricing depending on who's logging in.
I ain't getting
I know
my
like a lot
4K
of the
movies any
grocery store
cheaper.
apps have been caught doing that. Like your
Oh yeah, like or
Like-
even like
like
Uber.
those-
Like if you
Yeah.
keep looking for an Uber, they're like, "Oh, you're desperate. You'll probably pay a little bit more." That kind of thing.
That's always me.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
I think the airlines also do this, but that's been a
Mhm.
conspiracy that I've had. For a
Yeah,
long
but
time.
hey, the federal
those are good
government just said
conspiracies.
airlines don't have to be transparent about their pricing anymore, so good on us.
Great. We did it, guys. I'm proud of us. We did it, Joe. Tamaraz, thank you so much for $5 Australian dollars. I have a work meeting now. How much do I need to pay to delay the stream by 30 minutes? You sent this before 6:30.
Sent it like
We're just gonna
30
do it
minutes
now,
ago.
so I think that's working. There's a lot of super chats. Fuzzy Freestyle, thank you so much for the dono. I don't own my house, my car, my movies, or my music. Video games are just next in line. Late stage capitalism, baby.
Yeah, with medical
what you own?
insurance, you don't even own yourself.
You own your clothes, I think. unless you have them met from Rent-A-Swag,
Uh,
the thing that Tom did on Parks and Rec. Rent-A-Swag, yeah.
have you looked at the small print on your label? There might be something in there about it coming back.
I know there's all sorts of stuff going on in this mattress label.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Y'all
like
ever look at
illegal to rip
mattress
them
labels?
off for some reason.
Yeah, they say you can go to
No, I'm
fucking
afraid.
prison. There should be a movie about
afraid
a guy
I'll
who goes
break
to
a
jail.
rule.
He has to go to court for taking the thing. Like there's like a couple who has a nasty breakup, and to get back at the other one calls the cops on them for taking off their mattress. That's a good movie. No one take that. No one could take that, and no one could take
The Star Fox Machinima.
the Star Fox characters. Those are ours.
True Mandalorian just said in chat, you wouldn't download a doctor. Well, you see, now we have AI doctors.
Yeah, now
No, we
like
don't.
if I try to make an appointment, I do have to talk to a
We do not.
robot and be like, I need appointment.
God.
Stomach ache.
I went to go to my eye appointment the other day, and I come in, and the first thing he says is like, "Man, this AI system trying to set up appointments just ain't working so good." I'm like, Jesus Christ, I can't escape it
Yeah.
anywhere I go.
Now let me consult AI to pull up your medical history, and then I will consult AI on the diagnosis. Yeah. Rito, thank you so much for the, I believe, Swish franc. I want to buy your Adventure is Nigh and fully Ramblomatic supercuts, but I don't want to deal with shipping and customs, then rebuilding a system with a drive so I can digitize the DVD. Make it digital.
That's true. I've been looking at ways for us to digitize it to sell it just straight through Patreon. We will do
There you
that.
go. And we are looking. We've mentioned before for Phoenix folks, looking at ways to get you guys some of those early commentaries, especially like season 1 commentaries and stuff. If you didn't want to buy the DVD, maybe if you're a Patreon member or a Phoenix tier member, you can get some of those commentaries. I have one for every
Figure it out.
episode. What the fuck were you guys thinking?
I
God damn.
remember those
I can't remember
meetings.
whose idea this
Like,
was.
this is a bad idea.
It was a great idea. It was very dumb, and you should not have done it. But a great idea. Absolutely. Joe Mo Slow-Mo, thank you so much for the dono. Have to go, but first, boo Sony, boo Microsoft, boo Rockstar, boo the ESA, Video Game Lobby Group, boo Ghouls, boo Earns, boo AI, and boo Oligarchs. I can get behind this. I'm going to boo most of these
Agreed.
as well.
Agreed.
Not ghouls, though. Oh, the old ghouls. I'm not like the ghouls in Fallout. They don't deserve to get booed.
Yeah, the ghouls in
Booed.
Congress and the Senate.
Yes. That turtle. Mindule, thank you so much, Fungus
Jesus
Finder, with
Christ.
$2 donor. You can't digitize mushrooms. Fungus wins again. That should have been the final screen of The Last of Us. You can't digitize mushrooms. Fungus wins again. That'd have been a weird ending to that game. Then follows it up with Second Wind. Does kind of sound like a charity. Does kind of sound like a charity. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. For
Aren't we?
for fuck ups getting a second chance. Yeah, I feel like we're a bunch of fuck ups getting no chance. That sounds nice. Yeah, that's
Save
great.
a bunch of wayward games press.
Nick, you had a bunch of other stories on here before we move to what we've been playing, but that went much longer than I thought. Is there any of them that you really want to touch on or gloss on?
No, you can come to Unpack tomorrow to hear about how developers won for once in a good feel good story. That Subnautica case went very well for the developers.
Yes, possibly the last chapter in the Subnautica story. Although knowing this, there's a lot of details I still want to know about this. So hopefully, like Schreier's like working on the next book of like.
Yeah, Schreier will write the book, and then the book will get optioned for a movie. Who do you think will direct the Subnautica versus AI movie?
Do we get to go underwater? Because it's Jay Cameron. He wants to go back down to the depths. Big Jim is like, get me in the sub.
I don't
like,
need
this is
Avatar
about
4
a
or
studio
5.
that was above ground. Yeah. There you go. I think that'd be nice. James Cameron directed the documentary on Billie Eilish.
Why?
There's a
I don't know.
documentary on
Darren
Billie
is
Eilish.
fascinated by it, and I'm like, no one saw this, Darren.
I didn't even know it existed.
Darren wrote a big thing about it, and then he pitched it also as a video. I'm like, Darren, I don't think no one knows what's going on.
Nobody
with
would
this
watch
movie. I love it. It's perfect.
That is insane. That's insane.
Okay, let's talk about what we've been playing and or watching. Nick, you got a big old list. What have you been playing?
So I think I might be going through a what you call a pre-midlife gaming crisis.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm midlife yet.
Explain.
I
What does that mean?
Anyone who starts saying pre-midlife is thinking inside, shit, am I midlife?
yeah. I have installed and been playing like a number of different games over the last couple weeks because I wasn't here on the podcast last week. So the game that I actually got really hooked on was Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo. Jenna,
Mhm.
Curse Yo-Yo.
yeah, Jenna was recommending it heavily on our stream, and like I really appreciate what Mina the Hollower is. I just think the gameplay is a little too retro for me. And Pipistrello actually hits it like perfectly to be more modern and just feels way better to play to me. Even though like I said, I appreciate the art and everything that's going on with Mina the Hollower. So KC specifically, I know you were also having trouble with Mina the Hollower. I think if you tried Pipistrello, I think you would really fucking dig it.
Yeah, that actually sounds great because I did go back to Mina and I was like, nope.
Yeah,
Like, I think I put the final nail in the coffin. It's like, nope,
yeah,
this
like
isn't fun.
there's like
Man, that's wild to me. So
Yeah,
many people I know had that exact same. Like
yeah,
people, I
it
was like, "Oh,
sucks.
100% you're gonna dig this thing," and people are like, "Nope, I do
I
not."
really thought I would, and I really wanted to.
mhm.
Yeah,
It
the
just don't like it.
well, acquired
Yeah,
taste.
and I think Pipistrello like just the combat feels better. It's a lot more forgiving game. Obviously, that you have a lot of accessibility options in uh Mina that you can turn on to make it more like that. But I don't know. I always feel weird using too many of those things. Like I'm not getting uh
Sure, like the intended
didn't yeah,
experience.
it just feels weird. Not because I'm like a hardcore gamer or anything. It just doesn't feel right, which is weird. Um, but yeah, Pipistrello, like the map is very easy to read and where to go. It's got a lot of great little secret areas and upgrades to find all over the place. And like specifically the movement and the combat is really what kept me hooked on it. Like it just feels really good to play. I think the main difference between like the platforming in this versus Mina is Mina can feel very unforgiving and like where you place, like you have to land exactly where the game wants you to land. And Pipistrello feels like it has a little bit more leeway in, I guess, where you land. Like if as you jump, you turn into a ball, so as long as you're close enough to the ledge, you're gonna like get onto the ledge. Where Mina doesn't feel like that as much. So yeah,
Mm.
no, I've just had a really good time with it. I'm gonna go through these pretty quickly because I've tried a lot of different
It is
shit.
crazy. First off, I just went to the Pipistrello page. There's currently a bundle that and Mina together, which is
Yeah.
like an official bundle. They just let me think. But also,
Whoa.
I feel the exact same way, just in the opposite direction. I could not get
Really?
into Pipistrello for almost
Really?
all the reasons you're saying about Mina. I like
Wow.
just couldn't. My
Aha.
brain couldn't wrap around the nitty gritty ins and outs of it in a way that just I could almost instantly in Mina. Very strange.
That
Brains
is
are weird.
weird because
Brains are weird.
that's so exactly how I feel about me.
Yeah, yeah, like almost to a T. The way you were describing it, I was like, that's kind of how I felt on like the first hour of Pipistrello, and then bounced off. So yeah.
Well, Casey, yeah, definitely go try Pipstrello. I want to hear your thoughts on it because I think
Yeah,
you'll love it.
I am intrigued.
Yeah, and then I actually been playing another game that Casey really loved, Bo Path of the Teal Lotus. Just
Oh my god, yes.
kind of on a Metroidvania kick right now, so loaded that up. Really digging that. Not too hard of a game at all. Really, platforming feels great. I really love like being able to bounce off an object and then jump again. Like that's really satisfying. Uh, so I'm yeah making my way through that. The one game that I'm surprised I've been really enjoying actually a lot is Monster Hunter Stories 3. I tried Monster Hunter Stories 1 and I didn't really click with the combat. But Monster in the story didn't really do. I don't know. I don't JRPGs were like it's like kids and all that. I just never really get into very much. But Monster Hunter
Sure.
Stories 3 has a much more adult feeling story. And also the visuals have just a huge step up. So I have really been digging that game. The exploration is a lot more fun. Uh, and the combat makes much more sense in 3 compared to 1, at least for me. Not I wish it was a bit more traditional JRPG combat. It's got like this weird it's almost too easy because you get all the different attacks. So you get like a power attack, a technical attack, and a speed attack, and you kind of play rock paper scissors with the monsters to, you know,
Okay, it's a little like Fire Emblem has like the weapon wheel of like
yeah,
how those things work. Yeah.
yeah. Um, and so like there's breaking off monster parts, and it's got all the same loop as like Monster Hunter of grinding out monsters to get their parts to get new gear and that kind of stuff. But I've just actually been really enjoying the story and characters in 3. It's really well written. The world is absolutely
Nice.
beautiful. So been
That was one
having
that came out earlier this year, right? One of
Yeah.
Capcom's many big games.
Yeah, and people like really talked highly of it, and then I haven't really heard anybody talk about it since.
No, that kind of I feel like
Just kind of
it
came
got
and
way
went.
way more people talk about Resi and Pragmata earlier this
Yeah,
year.
but
Uh,
yeah, if you
But
like
understandable because it's kind of is Monster Hunter Stories like core audience the Monster Hunter fans who also like JRPGs, or do you think there are Stories fans who don't give a shit about Monster Hunter proper?
I'm gonna assume there are
Honestly,
stories fans
don't
that
know.
don't. I'm gonna assume there's a lot of fans that don't give a shit about Monster Hunter proper,
I guess
because
if you just play, you
Yeah, it
just
seems
want
like such a
JRPG,
different game.
it's so much more story driven, turn-based combat. It did inspire me to go back and reload up Monster Hunter Wilds. I've also been dabbling
Yeah.
around in that a little bit.
Hey, I really hate how little I've played of that game since I played the bulk of it when it
Mhm.
released. I dream about Monster Hunter Wilds, but
Go play
I don't go back
it.
and play.
Yeah.
No,
So
we don't have time, but we got to save ourselves for Beasts of Reincarnation.
it's
It's gonna
Yeah, everything else is coming.
it's
Mhm.
gonna
More
be
stuff is
Beast
coming.
August. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the
August.
those are the 4 games I've been kind of jumping back and forth with a bunch, along with a game I can't talk about yet. So I'll be able
You
to
can
talk
talk about
about. Oh yeah, I guess
GTA 6.
I've been playing.
No, you can't. That was a joke. I was giving you permission. That's not how it works.
There are parts of it I can talk about because there's a preview embargo that was already up a while ago. But I'm just not going to. I'll save it for next week.
Yeah, I was about to say you don't want to shoot
Yeah.
your.
Yeah.
shoot
I'll
your
save it for
load.
next. I'll save it for next week. The other big thing I've been doing.
I'd have to raise the black flag otherwise.
Oh,
You was talking about the Black Flag remake.
fucked me, Marty. Completely fucked me. No, the other thing I've been doing, just because I can't really go and do things at night because I have house showings all the time, so like I can't go to the gym and all that because it's fucking annoying. So I've been catching up on a lot of movies that I have missed out on this year and past years. So just this past week, I finally watched They Will Kill You, which was an extremely fun action movie. If you have not watched that, go watch that.
Yep.
That's the Zazie Beetz joint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, that's on my list. I need to see that.
Just a stupid fun movie, excellently shot. Like without spoiling anything, that scene with the fire in the fire stick is fucking fantastic. I want more.
Yeah.
I could take a whole movie that looked like that.
Yeah.
So I watched that. I just watched oh shit. Help. Send Help. Yeah, by Sam.
Send Help, the Sam Raimi movie.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. A lot of twists and turns that like you did not see what was coming.
Yeah, and well, very much like a return to form for him of his like horror that is also like deeply darkly comedic and very silly at times.
Yep,
Casey, I feel like that'd be a fun one for you, Key, to watch. Send Help. That's one Rachel McAdams and her boss, like her shitty boss, crash on an island and have to like survive on the island, but she is like a survivor aficionado and he's just like a rich douchebag.
Gotcha. That sounds fun.
Yeah,
it's on Hulu to watch. And I finally caught up on Project Hail Mary. Love that.
Nice.
I know I need to read the book. I have a copy of it. I just haven't read it because I'm lazy and dumb. And then I finally watched One Battle After Another last night, which
nice.
I liked. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of the director's, just how he does movies.
Paul Thomas Anderson. Which have you seen, like Boogie Nights or?
No,
I see Boogie Nights.
Yeah, he's an interesting director. He kind of reminds me of like trying to watch a Martin Scorsese movie where like they have a very particular
very much
way.
modeled his career after Scorsese. Yeah.
Just no, I liked it a lot. It's just like a very different feeling movie than what you normally get, which I appreciated.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
It's weird. It's very weird, that movie. Like I also liked it. I didn't like it as much as I feel like everybody else liked it.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been on a media burn the past couple weeks.
Oh yeah. No, I kind of felt
Nice.
that one battle after another that you mentioned. I really enjoyed it, but there are like the movie podcasts I listen to. I very much like align with the opinions. A lot of time of the hosts, they were like, "This is the best movie of the century," and I'm like, "What is
Yeah,
happening?
I that and I went into
Like, this
that
isn't
like
his
kind of
best movie of the century."
yeah, I went into that with kind of like that heavy expectation.
Sure, which
So
always sucks when you go into late. Like if someone's
yeah,
like, "Finally played Claire Obscure," I don't know what everyone was talking about. And it's like, well, yeah, sorry, you probably got annoyed when it won 10,000 fucking awards.
yeah.
Like,
hmm
yeah.
But yeah, I've got a number of other movies I gotta watch. So I might try to watch Oppenheimer finally tonight.
There you go. Just in time for the Odyssey.
I hear that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a bomb.
I gotta appreciate the physical media while I have it.
You do until they come and take it away from you.
Somebody's got to.
KC, what have you been doing?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I I watched a movie that was a scary or horror movie, but I cannot remember what it was. Like I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember what happened in it. So that by
What?
itself was kind of my review.
Was it that Sterling K. Brown movie with those two girls coming to get him?
No, Is God Is. I definitely want to see that. I
Okay.
have not seen that.
Oh, I also watched Weapons.
This was
Forgot to
older. Like
mention that
I
one.
watched it with the family. I watched it with the family.
Oh, okay.
It was
So it
older.
wasn't super scary.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a PG-13 joint. But God,
Was it Monster
I
House?
can't remember. I can't remember. I can't.
You might have legally not even watched. Does it even count as watching it?
Right? Like what the hell? That's it was that forgettable, I guess. That being said, I have been chomping at the bits to watch the movie The Furious. Like that hit theaters.
Yes.
But I wanted to take my boy, and my wife was like, "That movie's R-rated. You better
yeah.
not take
It
it
is
to see.
deeply violent.
You better not take it to see." I was like, "All right, fine. I'll wait until I get a chance to like go either see it by myself because she wants to go with me. Like she likes going out movies, but like the boy is here, so like, what am I gonna go by myself? I might just go by myself. That being
Take
said,
him or I'll go by myself. Those are the only two options.
Take him and put him in the Toy Story theater.
I did watch Toy Story 4 recently too, but I don't want to talk about that.
4 or 5.
But yes, so I did actually instead go and find pretty much whatever I could from I don't know if it's the director, it's at the very least the action choreographer from The Furious, and just I went down a rabbit hole of like what other stuff has this guy done. I'm mad at myself that I don't remember his name, but he does have a movie that I started with in the long list of movies that he's done called Ghost Killer.
Ghost Killer. I've not seen
The
this.
premise is a hitman is essentially murdered, and a kind of unassuming college girl finds the bullet casing and then becomes haunted by the hitman's ghost.
Hell yeah.
And when they touch hands, he essentially can possess her body, and then she kind of inherits all of his skill as a hitman. And so
Like this.
she's kind of like down on her luck. Like people are like giving her shit at like, in her regular life. Like her friend is like being abused by some guy or whatever. And when he essentially comes into contact with her, he helps her kind of gain confidence and solve some of those issues with violence. And in exchange, she helps him try to figure out who killed him so he can, enact his vengeance and, be able to move on to the afterlife. It's surprisingly I'm only going into these movies because of the hardcore action, and it does have fantastic action set pieces and cool like scenarios and stuff. Especially they play a lot with the idea of it's the girl doing the stuff, but it's the guy in her body. So like they'll go behind like a column and whatnot, and then you'll see the girl doing everything, and then they'll go behind another one, then you'll see the guy doing everything.
That's fun.
Yeah, so like there's really fun shots like that. Even in the same fight, like they're fighting one person, but then like they're swapping between like the people doing it in like real fun ways. But there's a good amount of actual funny and interesting story and dynamics between the two characters, this aged hitman and this young girl who are like bumping heads and like not agreeing on things, whatever, but they have to like kind of manage the scenario that they're in, that they find themselves in. Like I really liked it. It was surprisingly more movie than I thought I was signing up for. I thought I was just going to get action, but like I really liked the story that was told.
This sounds fun as hell.
Yeah, it was great. Like it was legitimately fantastic. Like some of the fight scenes are like some of the best I've seen in a really long time. And this movie came out um a while ago. Like this is pretty
Yeah.
old. And even and the last fight it's reminiscent of like Donnie Yen's Flashpoint, where he's doing like the one-on-one with folks will probably remember this scene, but like he's like basically doing MMA fighting with another guy. Like it's a little wire fu, but it's mostly
Hmm.
like kind of very grounded, like feinting, weaving, dodging, like boxing-esque, like martial arts.
Hmm.
And like there's such a good ass knife fight near the end of the movie that's just that. Like I
Hell
could
yeah.
watch that fight scene over and over and over again. It's
Yeah.
so fucking compelling.
Hey, see,
So like that
how
was
long
just the
ago?
first of like several things.
How long ago do you think this movie
Yes.
came out?
Oh, I don't know, like a couple years back.
Oh, okay. You said
Yeah.
a
It was
long
No,
time ago. It's
2024.
2024.
20. Oh, that's more recent than I thought though.
Okay.
But he's got a bunch of other stuff. Like he has a series called Baby Killers, which is like two girls who are hit hit women. So there's
Is that just
clearly a
his
theme
entire
going.
thing? Is like
Yeah, like
I take something and I put it in front of killer, and that's the killer.
yeah, but there's a couple other ones that I just dropped all in a watch list.
Yeah.
All of that stuff I found on Amazon Prime. So if you got
Oh,
that, you can
nice.
probably check it out there.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I'll have more to report from, and I'm gonna look it up right now because it sucks that I can't remember this man's name.
Oh, I
Who's
thought you were looking
who's the
for the
director of
movie. You
Baby?
forgot.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the man who directed Ghost Killer.
The it's not the Furious guy,
Direct.
right? Kenji Tanigaki, I believe, directed the Furious.
This
Oh yeah, Kensuke
Kensuke
Sonomura.
Simura.
But I believe
Okay.
the guy who directed The Furious was a choreographer on this. Like it's his
Gotcha.
action
Gotcha. Gotcha.
choreography
Gotcha.
on this.
Sure. Sure.
Isn't
Sure.
the
Sure.
guy
Sure.
that did the action choreography for the Furious the same guy that did it for Warrior?
There's got
I
to be some warrior DNA there.
I don't know that. I feel like I might have heard that, but I don't.
I thought,
I can't
I
confirm.
thought that's what I heard. Let's
But yeah,
see.
so yeah, I got a bunch of stuff
Nice.
from this guy that I'm going to be checking out, and that was the
Hell
first
yeah.
one, and it was amazing.
There you go. Ghost Killer. Amazon Prime. Anything else?
No, not really.
There you go. Easy
No.
peasy. The only thing
What about you?
off work I've been playing this week that I could talk about is I started GTA 3 replay. Haven't played that game in
Yeah.
20, but probably 3, especially probably like 22 or 23 years. I replayed a lot of Vice City and San Andreas. Never put it. I finished the campaign of 3, I think, back in the day, but never. That was the one that like caused me to fall in love. That was Vice City. Replaying, I got the Switch trilogy because it was the definitive editions or remasters or whatever. They were on sale. So far, runs great. I think it had some issues back in the day, but it seems like they've
They were able to
fixed
iron
those.
him out.
Yeah, and it is clearly a game from 2001, but it is shocking how fully formed its the open world flow is in that game. That is just what the regular open world flow is now. Obviously it's been tweaked and it's been streamlined and it's had rough edges sanded off, but it is crazy how the flow of that game is the flow of everything up through like Ghost of Yote. Like every one of these games is
Hmm.
built on that DNA, and that's something that I just find like absolutely fascinating. I also think Liberty City is like a really sad, weird, ugly, pretty open world for the time. Like it's a very strange thing, especially as we're getting into the fact that they're obviously striving for this crazy photorealism or whatever with GTA 6. I think the going back to this when it was a little more abstracted, there's like a lot of artistry there that is different than like the photorealistic artistry, which is absolutely artistry. But
It's funny because
you know,
Saints
the
Row
kind
kind of
of
tried to recreate that.
yeah, which I don't know. I'd be curious if anyone's able to kind of tap into that, like the specific nostalgia people might have for that PS2 generation Grand Theft Auto, because we've seen that like PS2 aesthetic come back in like platformers or JRPGs or that kind of thing. But I'd be curious if someone tries to do an open world, or if you're doing open world, like by virtue of that, you kind of have to kick your tech up at all. Did you guys play 3 at all, or did you like just go like? I guess did you play? I'm assuming you guys played the trilogy on PS2 or Xbox, right?
The only GTA I've ever finished is 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I
Really?
played. Yeah, I remember playing GTA 3 growing up a bit, but like I was too young to really care about the story or anything, so I just drove around with a tank. Use
Sure.
the cheats and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you're a little younger, so you might have been like
Yeah.
disallowed. or whatever.
And like I know I played a good chunk of GTA 4, but again, like I don't at that point I still didn't really care about story in games too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I played all 3 of the 3s. And with 4, I even played all of its DLC stories. And
Sure.
I usually don't do that. Like I don't pop
Yeah.
into the DLC stuff after the games, but like I really liked that series. Like it's great. And 5 was amazing.
Yeah.
I still champion 5 is probably the best story that they've told. Um, and I spent a significant amount of time in GTA Online as well in those early days. But like even that is like a decade ago now.
Yeah.
Like it's
Did you
nuts.
like GTA Online when was it
Yeah,
because like
GTA
that's what your
Online.
buds were
Yeah,
playing?
GTA Online is legitimately fun. Like I think I talked about it sometime recently, but like there were like heist mission. Like GTA 5 was all about a group of characters who did heists, and then
Mhm.
the story revolved around their lives, and then they would plan, and then they would do heists. So you would get to do these big bombastic heist missions. Online recreated that a little bit. Like you got to plan certain things, and people would pick kind of what their roles were in the heist. You would have to do different
Yeah.
things during the heist, and then like based on how well you did, you would leave with a certain amount of money. Like you could get like
Yeah.
paid, and then that money could be spent on like the in-game cars and apartments or whatever. So like it was a fun loop of like trying to earn money to like get cooler stuff to fill your house and
Yeah.
garage with by like doing these heists that would over time kind of come out and be like big set piece missions. So I really loved it. It was a great time.
Yeah.
Um, I will say the ports from the PlayStation to Xbox, they didn't. It was the original Xbox controller, the Duke, uh, had instead of the second bumpers, like PlayStation always had like R1 and R2.
Yeah.
The original Xbox had the black and white buttons. You remember this?
That's right. Yeah,
Mhm.
like on the
And they
left hand
just
side or
sat
whatever.
underneath the 4 face buttons.
Yeah,
That's where they
yeah.
mapped R1 and R2. So
Oh.
any flying mission
Oh God.
in GTA 3 was unplayable. I could never finish any flying
Yeah.
mission because I only had access to the black and white buttons with one thumb, and like that's how you would fly planes and shit.
Yeah,
So like
I forget that it was for Xbox every once in a while, and I own this like case that has all 3 of the games in it. I don't know if I
oh
ever
damn,
played them on Xbox. Like I played them on I don't even know why I owned this. I don't know where it came from. It's
you
hefty
stole it.
though. It's
Never ceases
hefty.
to
It's got the
amaze me how you
maps.
could just pull things out from anywhere in your room, and it's like, oh, I
I'm in
have
a
this.
city. Why wasn't I using this map? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it did used to come with like those big fold out maps.
Yeah, and it's got all the
Those are
different
fun.
oh
Yeah, I
no,
remember
the
having
first
one of those
credits
hung up on my
Leslie
room.
Benzies. Oh no.
Uh
Oh no. He's hacked into my mind's eye.
oh. You just mentioned a very quick tangent. You mentioned expansions never going back. I
Mhm.
like just today I realized there is an expansion coming from the altars. There's an expansion coming for
Soon.
Doom. There's an expansion coming for
Oh, there is.
what was the other game that Chronos? And,
Chronos, yeah.
like these are all games I want to go back and play those expansions for, and I have no
Yeah.
time for it, along with every other fucking game that's in existence right
God, that Alters one's coming soon.
now. 2 weeks, yeah, less than 2 weeks now,
Jeez.
11 days.
That's awesome.
Did you finish Doom: The Dark Ages?
I did.
And you like you were into it.
I don't remember much of it now.
That's not a great sign. Yeah, I bounced
Like,
off
I'm
Dark
curious.
They said the
after, like,
Yeah.
They said the
50
expansion is like 12 hours of new content.
Yeah.
God damn.
I was like, okay, I'll be there for
I'm
that.
curious if it undoes.
I'm sure it
like,
does.
Kind of their, yeah, like that. So for that reason, I kind of want to check it out.
That's
like, if
why I
it's,
want to
yeah,
check it
closer
out.
to 1 or Eternal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, God, One in Eternal. Like, I'm still, like, Eternal's fucking great. I know some people were like,
I
you're
love Eternal
moving
so
too
much.
fast. And I'm like, the future is now, old man. Get on board. Which I never feel like in any game. But in that game, I'm like, faster. make them faster.
I
Yeah,
was
it's
Um,
I
great.
was super excited for the Dark Ages because I love the aesthetic, but yeah, just
mhm.
the I don't know, it just didn't have the same juice that 1 and 2 did.
Yeah, yeah. The dark fantasy thing just kind of didn't do it for me. Story didn't really do anything. You being slower, like in my head, I was like, "This is kind of cool. You're like a tank," and I'm like, "Well, I don't want to be like him. I want to go back to like zooping across the
Mm,
screen. I want to be Captain America in hell."
that's what's funny about the Chronos
Uh,
expansion is it was like a very much, slow paced survival horror, and for the expansion they're going more like action.
we'll give them all the guns from our other games. You'll be fine. That's funny. And then Nosk, thank you so much. $3 Australian. Not to derail, but I just got a MQ3, MetaQuest 3. Any VR game, Rex? Maybe your lane, Nick? Maybe even
I haven't
Casey.
put that thing on my face in over a year.
I don't know what is going on with MetaQuest and its store, and I did not play this game in VR. I played the non-VR version, but one of my favorite hidden gems of last year was Sushi Ben, which if you
Ah.
enjoy weeb shit, this was delightful. Like you live in a slapstick anime comedy.
Yeah, I mean, I know
And
the Batman game is supposed to be very good.
the Batman game, I think even Yahtzee liked the Batman game. Uh, yeah. The people like old Resi in VR, right?
Mhm.
Like Resi 7
I
VR.
lost mine.
Sorry, you lost
My
a whole
Lost
God,
headset?
no, my I had a copy of the VR version of Resident Evil 4 that I wanted to
Oh,
like
gotcha.
try because I bounced off of every other version, and
Yeah.
at some point, it I think it was a code that I had to like redeem. And at some point, I think I never redeemed it, and so I went to look for it in whatever my thing is, and I couldn't find anything.
Yeah. That's
I have
funny.
no idea where it went.
Rip.
Yeah, after you said you
Uh,
completely forgot a movie you just watched, I was like, you somehow also lost an entire headset. Okay, so you might have a problem.
I
Listen,
know
I
I
know
have a
how
problem.
tired I am every day. I can't imagine having to take care of another human being. I wouldn't remember shit. I don't remember shit to begin with, and I'm just taking care of this guy. It's awful. Perfect. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us this evening. Thank you everyone who tuned in for this episode. Nick, what do you got going on? What you folks know about? Obviously, tomorrow you'll have an unpacked.
I'll have it unpacked on the end of the Subnautica 2 legal stuff tomorrow, so it's a pretty short one. There wasn't a whole lot of meat on that story. I got goaded into making, by one person on Blue Sky just goaded me into it, to making a second unpack script for physical media that will be out potentially on Monday. So,
Is that easy to goat you? Just send you one message and
Yep.
you'll make a whole ass video.
Yep.
Keeping that one in my back pocket.
Except unless it's on
Uh,
Slack, then I don't read it.
Oh dang. Anything else? We're doing a stream tomorrow.
Oh yes, we are doing a stream tomorrow. We are doing another Mecha Chameleon stream tomorrow. So
Yep.
tune
So we'll
into
be
that for
posting.
some goofs and spoofs.
1 o'clock
And
Central. 1 to 3 Central.
we've also updated our Patreon tiers today. So at $25, you now have access to the movie nights that we do once a month.
Yes.
And then
And
at
we will be
Yeah.
planning those out further in advance. And maybe even just telling people what we're watching. So that people
Yeah.
can kind of opt in.
and then
I don't know.
at
But
the
at
fif-
least planning them far out in advance and letting people.
And then at the $50 tier, you still have access to the movie night, but you also will now get a community game session with those of us on Second Win that's private. So
Yeah.
we could play anything.
What if it's just us watching the show Community
That I would be okay
while
with
playing
that.
separate games? That would actually be wonderful.
I would be okay with that.
Friend of the show,
I'm
Joe
a, I
McHale.
mean, I'm a fan.
Yeah. I don't know why I call him friend of the show. I don't think I've watched the Spike TV Game Awards that he hosted, which was very bad. I don't think that makes us friends of the show though.
That wasn't his fault though.
That was not his fault. No, it was the whole system's fault.
And then the last thing,
Casey.
real quick, the last thing is we are planning our mid-year fundraising event because we didn't do it in June because I was so busy. So that will be towards the middle of this month. We're looking at the 18th, Saturday the 18th for that, for an all-day stream event.
Saturday the 18th. Yes, looking forward to that. Casey, how about you?
The usual. I may have said earlier in the week that Mino Sashashi will be back on Sunday, but Sunday is a holiday weekend. I forgot.
It is.
Like it's July 4th weekend.
It's
That's
July
Independence
4th.
Day here in the States. We got to celebrate it while we still got it. So, so we're not doing any
Do we
streams.
though?
250th and last.
But no, outside of that, check out the Steam Next Fest video that came out earlier this week. Several of us had blurbs in it, all of us here, as well as several other Second Wind faces. Expect another video essay from me on the 007 First Light game.
Oh yeah, we'll put that up over the weekend. We don't have it's not
neat.
Yeah, it's not a Adventures Night weekend, so it's actually free.
So keep an eye out for that from me. And outside of that, I think that's all I have on the docket.
Casey will remember the movie he watched when he sees his watch list for next week.
I'll put in the Firelink Discord channel. Like I'll go ask my wife or son.
She'll be like, "Why don't you remember? This was like how many days ago do you think this was?"
Oh man, this was like maybe three or 4 days ago.
Oh my.
This could have been last night, given how
he thought
the movie was from like 10 years ago, and it was from 2 years ago.
I think he might have just dreamed watching the movie.
No, we absolutely sat there and we watched a horror movie.
I didn't believe you. You don't even remember what it was.
It was dumb.
Was it Good Boy?
Was it Cujo?
No, we did consider watching that. So I remember, but like we skipped.
I made it.
Like, no,
I thought Good Boy. I thought that dog should have been nominated for an Oscar, and that's not a joke, and that's not a bit. I literally thought that dog should be nominated for an Oscar.
I'd have been so mad if they did that. Like I would find that so offensive to just anyone who cares about the craft of acting.
I'd rather
like,
have the dog
could
there
win
than
this.
Sean Penn, who's just chain smoking it with Zelensky. Not even at the fucking Oscars. At least that dog's not ripping heaters. God, that dog would be so cool if he was ripping heaters. Okay. And then everything they just said. I'll have video next week. Next week is Games Done Quick, and I'm gonna have a video probably near the end of next week about why Games Done Quick is so damn cool. So look out for that.
Looking forward to that. I love Games Done Quick.
Yeah. Got a lot of silly games. Well, people are already running Resi 9. People are already running Pragmata. And I'm like, how the fuck did you learn to run this?
Sheesh.
These did not come out long ago. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much, everyone who tuned in live on YouTube. Anyone listening on your podcast service of choice, shout out to Reddit. I'm just going to keep shouting out Reddit until they say something nice about me. And then I'm going to be like, damn.
They never say anything nice about us.
No, they'll say it. I'm shouting them out. Shout out Reddit. Don't listen to Nick.
Shout out to Reddit. Hey.
Shout out to Reddit. Yeah. Shout out to your boys, Marty and Casey. Fuck Nick. This is how we got to get in with Reddit. We got to do it. But yeah, thank you everyone who super chatted. And of course, thank you to our generous patrons. Couldn't do this without you. So for Nick and Casey, this was Marty. This was Firelink episode number 117. Have a great rest of your Thursdays, and we'll see you all tomorrow, hopefully, at the Mecha Community stream. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm also hosting the streams.